What up, Bushwick? What up, Brooklyn? What up, Bushwick? What up, Brooklyn?
Day off the weed
2 days price
is
yesterday's price.
bruh.
Wow.
What up, Bushwick? What up, Brooklyn?
Hello, you
Shit. I was late.
Fuck it. I just said if we have jobs, I have two now. We've been fucking up, so guess what?
2 days price
Is
yesterday's price.
we back to yesterday's price. We back to yesterday's
It's back
price.
to yesterday's price.
We fucking up.
Hell yeah.
We definitely fucking up. Oh man.
Cognacs.
I promise this week, guys, I did administer a breathalyzer on Josh. So we're all good. We're all good. This episode definitely
Yo, put it this way. I don't even got water around. There's not even water. He's like, you're not drinking anything, dude.
he can't
Dry
drink
mouthed
anything.
it.
Yeah,
That's
he's gonna be
it.
cotton mouth today.
Come
It's a
up
cotton
to-
mouth
you couldn't
episode.
drink shit. Yo, I don't even remember the episode. I haven't even watched it. I didn't even attempt to. I didn't do shit.
So I didn't want to kill your vibe, but I knew we were in for a roller coaster when I heard the slur.
Oh my god.
Because anybody that like either drinks or chills, you know when you get that slur, it's over. Like you had a great night.
You know, I come here a couple times. I'm a little buzzed. I say, I'm buzzed. I can
Hey,
handle
listen,
it. No. But I'm saying,
I'm enjoying one right
no,
now.
I get it. But I see, I had a little buzz. I think I could drink a little more.
You was all the way up.
I was. You need to push it to the limit.
Yeah.
I passed the limit. I was
In honor of the Fat Joe versus, you were all the way up.
Super turned up. We gonna get into that. How was your week? How was the first day in school?
It wasn't the first day, but it was
First
the first
week. I mean,
full
the first-
week.
I mean, the first week, my
first
bad.
full week. It's definitely dope. Everybody is back, which it makes it awesome. So I want to clap for that because
Also, so somebody gets COVID. Then it's like, oh,
So,
shut
hold
down
on.
again.
it's funny that you
Shut
say that.
down
It's funny
again.
that you say that because last year it was like limited. Some people were able to opt out.
Mm-hmm.
The testing was consistent, bro. Like so consistent that I never, felt any way. This is the first week back and everybody's back. And we ain't do 1 day of testing. So I was like, I was like, bruh, like
Wow.
like so we got like literally everybody's back. Like you got everybody. There's no choice. There's no opting out. There's none of that.
My son's in charter school. He's like on his second quiz already. Second
They
test.
ironically did allow people to opt out.
Yeah.
Certain, I think most
I'm not sure. Well, our children go to the same.
Success
Yeah.
Academy. They did offer that.
So I don't know. So maybe
But see the way that my bank account is set up,
Yeah.
I work. I gotta work. So Ice gotta battle it out, duke it out,
You gotta thug it
in
out.
Success
You
Academy.
gotta take it out. Hey, back that up, little boy. It's on my face.
It should be a close up on that disaster that you're wearing.
Oh my!
right
No,
now.
hold on. Okay, listen.
Yes, enjoy it.
No,
Enjoy
we're
it.
gonna get into it. And I wore this specifically. I'm wearing this specifically because it's the last time I had joy being a Met fan.
Yo, matter of fact, speaking of back to yesterday's price,
Yo,
2 days price.
is
Yesterday's price.
back all the way back to yesterday's price.
yeah, look, because the season's over. It's officially over. Even if the Mets win every game, what they're not, it's over. Cardinals already, they swept, they finished us. And we're going to get into that.
We're gonna get it.
Who just happens to be on the Cardinals? Who just happens to be the star of the Cardinals right now? Start playing the Cardinals.
Would that be
Yeah.
Nolan
Yeah,
Arenado? Nolan Arenado?
I've been complaining about. I mean, Josh Adames is a real. It's a real thing. Anyway,
I think we both had our
I
fair
do.
share
You
of
said
predictions.
you're gonna pay $30 million for two people. I was like, you should have got him.
But no, not $30 million for two people. $65
$30
million
piece,
or whatever.
$30
Yeah, like
piece. Yeah, but
that's
they're gonna-
crazy, bro.
All right. Well,
You're not the Dodgers. Not yet, at least.
This is what he's saying.
Not yet,
This
at
is what he's saying.
least.
So look. I have my World Series hat.
Well, you didn't show that right. You gotta show that properly. A little bit to the
like
there you go, right
and
there.
then
Show
I
that
have-
properly.
I don't give
Because
listen,
that was an
I don't
amazing
give
run.
a shit. I don't
And they
care what
should've won the World
nobody
Series.
says. And I wear this jersey. This is my favorite Met jersey that I own. Besides, I think I have an All-Star the Grom jersey I bought recently. But it's my favorite jersey that I own. Favorite jersey. And I don't care what anybody says. This man single-handedly, he robbed us, but he single-handedly turned the Mets around in 1 month. So, in honor of him, let me show it.
Show it off. Guys, by the way, it's a schmedium. It's a schmedium. You could tell the stress that the Mets have caused Josh in his life. Because, look, he's ready to take an eye out with one of those buttons. Look at that. you gotta get that on camera. It's very, very svelte figure right there. I think he's gonna get dizzy on the episode and pass out right now. Oh man, no,
super tight.
But I will say, it's crazy because we always get jerked with overpaying players, both of us.
Yeah.
At least he had the epic season, one epic season.
They paid him. I mean, he had another one that was pretty good, but they paid.
Is it the jersey got stretch marks?
Fuck you, man. Who invited you? Get out.
Oh
bro.
man,
Get out.
I'm done.
Yeah. So let's get into it. Let's just get into it. We're gonna clap it up for the Mets winning our World Series. We won our World Series, and the sad part about it, I joke about it, but I really believe that as a Met player, as a Met fan, I think our only goal is to beat the Yankees, dude.
You know what?
It's
Honestly,
fucking insane.
So we talk all the time. I thought that was going to trigger like
Me too.
a run for
Me
you
too.
guys.
Me too.
And you called it because you said that we were going to win,
Yeah,
and then it was going to be over
dude,
after that.
So I went to the game. Of course. I go to the game that they lose. Destroyed them 10-3.
No, that was a great game, though. Come on.
It was
That was an awesome game.
Amongst the three was the best game.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
I should wait. I didn't finish though. It was awesome for Zoe. It was
I
awesome.
went with the wife. Sidebar. Hold on. You gotta put this up. You gotta put it up right now. You gotta-
Yeah. I
gotta
should.
put it-
I don't have. Damn. The problem is I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fit it because I have to. That is an awesome shot. You gotta put the
this up.
FaceTime shot too.
No, you gotta put this up.
Yeah. You gotta say that to
You want
me.
that one or you want the
Both of them.
or
The
you want
one
this,
I sent you
this,
to.
with this, ready to
The
stab myself.
miserableness.
I'll send you both of them. Ready to kill myself.
Oh man. It was definitely pretty.
But
bad.
either way, yeah, we'll try to send the shots. We'll get it on. We're not gonna.
No, I can get on as soon as it comes
Yeah.
through. I got it.
So we're gonna send it. We can see
Oh,
my
man.
angry faces.
But it's such a dope. I mean, that's like a cool thing is that you guys are on opposite sides when it comes to that. Now it's same thing too because she pulls for the Giants. Unfortunately,
And I'm a Niners
right?
fan, so
Unfortunately, yeah.
So,
Unfortunately,
all right, so
this is
let's
like
get-
it's a real life
Yeah.
sleeping with the enemy.
Yeah,
bro.
let's-
What's going on there?
yo, right? Sleeping with the enemy.
Oh,
I will say this. All right, so I just gonna put up the pictures while I talk about it.
why did it rotate?
Sidebar: I will never go to another Subway Series game again in my life.
You will never go to another Subway
I will
Series game.
never. You heard me right. I will never,
Never ever.
ever. I would never pay for
Never,
tickets.
ever,
I wouldn't
ever?
go if they gave me tickets. You go to Yankee Stadium, right? It's Yankee Stadium, so the Yankees are going crazy. Mets are not gonna get no love in Yankee Stadium. I went to Citi Field, and I felt like I was in Yankee Stadium.
I mean, no, that could go either way.
I would feel like
That
I
could go either
even
way.
with Lindor, Baez, we got some names now.
But
Household
I
names.
noticed that's a thing
Dude.
lately. That's a thing lately. And you know why? Because unfortunately, the season ticket holder has to sell those games because that's the games that they're going to make money on.
Dude.
And it's sad.
Bro, the chant "Let's go Yankees" took over the stadium. I literally was in there screaming at people saying, "Go back to the Bronx! This is the Bronx! Get the fuck out! Go back to the Bronx!"
I heard that. But the proper response is when they say "Let's go Yankees," you're supposed to respond with "Let's go Mets."
When I'm the only one screaming "Let's go Mets," and I scream pretty loud. The small.
He was like, I couldn't take it anymore.
I was like, I
I
told.
couldn't take it
I
anymore.
told the wife is laughing. Ha ha ha! They were up 5-0, by the way, and I was like, they're gonna come back, and we came back, and then of course, Javi Baez, the all-star that he is. Me and this gentleman have been arguing about Javi Baez, and his arguments, although valid,
They're
the one argument that we both agreed on was his defense was better than subpar. He has above average defense.
At times.
I believe he's a Gold Glover. You believe
he has the
above
ability to be
so
a Gold Glover.
In saying this, right? By the way, he's been hot. He's been hitting,
smoking hot.
I think he's
Smoking
doing it for
hot.
his contract.
I think he
So,
saw
yeah.
an episode. I think
Probably-
he saw
I
an
think
episode.
yeah, clap it up to him seeing an episode of us. Clap it. Oh,
yeah.
it worked.
Clap it up to Josh missing the.
Make the whole thing. I think I'm still drunk from last week. We lose off of a what? A Javi Baez era.
Yeah, that which was.
Crucial.
I mean, but hold on. You
And
got
then Judge makes that great play at the end
You
of the
got to
game.
be fair though, right? If you because you honestly you got to take that. He's literally been the only thing
offense, yeah.
smoking hot for you guys.
Alonso too. Him and Alonso, the only one's hitting.
No,
Alonso almost hit 2 home runs though yesterday.
almost.
But he hit one.
Gary almost hit a home run, and then Cedric Mullins
Do
robbed
not
him.
compare Gary to Pete Alonso. Get out of
No,
here.
no. I'm just saying, like, almost doesn't count.
But either way, I'm upset. I thought I was gonna come here and I was gonna scream and be really pissed, but as I'm talking to you about it, this is how much of a fan I am. I'm not even angry. I'm super disappointed, dude.
So
This was supposed to be
I
our
poked fun at you, and this was supposed to be the episode where we had a funeral service.
Yeah,
For the Mets.
The Mets are done. They're cooked.
And now, unfortunately, we're going to have a funeral service for all of New York sports. Because all of New York sports is fucking terrible.
Well, the Yankees are they're still alive. They're still good. Are they still number one in wild card?
The run differential is hideous.
Yeah, I know.
Their bullpen is absolute. Listen, the Yankees are hanging on by a very thin thread. It's almost like a polio string
The thing is
cheese
that
thread.
That division, there's no easy outs, man. That division.
But it's not even that. All right.
Baltimore. I mean, if Baltimore plays you guys home.
I will argue that in the beginning of the season, I thought the Mets took the wrong approach. I thought that they should have focused on keep rebuilding because they have a nice core talent and not pick up Lindor. It just didn't make sense.
I told you who I wanted.
Yeah, correct.
I wanted Arenado. The fact that they would be able to trade Arenado for peanuts, we would still have Ahmad Rosario. And I'm not saying that even though Ahmad Rosario
he had a ridiculous year.
He's having a better year than
Yes,
Lindor.
he has a ridiculous year.
On both ends. That's
Yes.
the crazy thing about it.
Yes. But that's my point was that the Yankees, even though obviously the big giant glaring hole was starting pitching, they definitely had enough to make a real competitive run at the division. How did that work out?
Yeah. But you know what? As a Yankee fan, I guess you can feel that way. As a Met fan, I would love to be in the wild card. I would love to be just making the playoffs. But you guys are spoiled, and rightfully so. You guys paid all that money.
Listen.
You have all these stars. They should be better.
The Baltimore
They're
Orioles gave up like 1,000 runs to the Blue Jays. We lose 3-2 in 10 innings to the Orioles. All right? 3-2. We can't even score enough to beat the Orioles.
All right, well, let's.
And what happens? We get the lead. The bullpen blows it again.
Dude, I've spoke about Arenado for about 5 episodes on
Hold
this show, so I'm on the same boat.
Hold on. That was just a kick in the left nut. I'm watching the Giants game. Even though I will say it was some bad calls, the Giants kicked me in the right nuts.
We're gonna get a
Kick me in the right nut. I mean, you can't make this up, bro. You can't make this up.
Talking about getting kicked in the nuts. Are we doing? I don't want to keep talking about baseball. Our seasons.
I thought you were gonna talk about Nicki Minaj's
No.
his brothers,
Even
sisters,
better.
cousins,
Even better.
uncle,
No,
nephew
no, something even better.
that had blue.
Something even better.
Uh-oh.
So, Aaron Rodgers is on a podcast every Tuesday. Pat McAfee.
Ooh, I hope they flamed him for that
No.
performance.
No.
he had. That shit was
He's on-
terrible.
He's been on that. He's been on that podcast. I think it's Pat
For
McAfee.
a while, probably. Yeah.
No. Since last year, he does it
Okay.
again now.
All right.
Yeah, the Pat McAfee show. So
Did
Pat
he own
McAfee
that performance
is the
yet?
former
'Cause it was
is the
horrible.
former punter of Indianapolis Colts. Very outspoken man. If you guys, his show comes on every day around 12 o'clock in the afternoon. The Pat McAfee show, fantastic.
So he doesn't show every day. But,
Every day.
But
He comes on every Tuesday.
okay.
Just like how Sam
Okay.
Darnold used to come on Michael K. I think every Monday. last year. So Aaron Rodgers does every Tuesday, and he did it this year too. He didn't flake off, and he said, I played terrible. I had a bad game, but he was like, you know what?
That's an understatement.
No, he owned up to it. But then he says about these interceptions, he goes, well, the first, I guess I'll take credit for the first interception, but the second interception, somebody, I had 2 nut shots directly to my nuts, so I didn't even feel that ball coming out of my hands.
Ooh.
Got hit in the nuts. He said,
Ooh,
he said so the second interception,
Yeah,
I'm not get credit
you
for
can't
it.
count that.
You
Yeah,
didn't
you
hit me
can't
in your
count
nuts.
that.
I don't think you know where you throw the ball.
You deserve a pass.
So yeah, but
He's
so
like,
he
all
was
right.
saying that, and he taught, I'm not gonna front. These quarterbacks, as they get older, like Brady, they're so much more entertaining. Like Aaron Rodgers was so bleh. Brady was so bleh. Now they're funny as hell. Brady just came out and said he can
Well,
play the 50.
Hold
It's
on.
like it's a whole different man in Tampa Bay.
Don't even get me started on that because I'm like, Tom Brady was never on social media. Tom Brady comes on social
It's like
media
him
and he
Gronk,
owns
yeah,
this
him
shit
and
now.
Gronk, it's like Will Smith.
They're
Will Smith came
hilarious,
and
bro.
took it over. So I don't know how we got into the nut talks, but either way, let's talk football.
I know how we got in the nut talk
You
because
got
I
hit
took
twice.
3 shots to the nuts yesterday. And if my fantasy team loses in the playoffs, just finish me right there. Just end me right now,
Finish
bro.
him.
Jesus.
First week of football. We'll get into the Giants, but your first week of football overall, what was your thoughts?
Well, all right. I could understand. I mean, overall, it was great. I vegged out, watched Red Zone, which is really tough. Like, how do you stay a productive adult when you can watch 7 hours of
Oh, my
football on Red Zone?
It's hard for me to watch the 7:00 game. I'm serious. It doesn't matter if it's a good game. I can't watch it because I'm so footballed out that when the 7:00 game starts, it's like I
I'll
don't
agree
watch
with you only for this week. I did not. Who cares about the Bears and the? I don't even remember who they played.
No, but
I didn't
literally,
watch. I didn't care.
Literally, and those 7:00 games are usually good.
Yeah.
Clap it up for the Thursday night games, both of them being excellent.
Yes.
Which we haven't had that in
Even
I think
though
since Thursday night games come out.
That's fine, Josh. Just fucking stick it right in. Go ahead, Josh. Go ahead. Anything more
Well,
you want to say
well,
about the
well,
Thursday night game, Josh?
But we're gonna get
Anything else you want to add about the Thursday night game,
we're
Josh?
We're gonna get into the Giants in a second.
What about the drop pass?
big surprise? What's the biggest surprise you take of the first week?
First of all, I want to give you your props. Even though I said he was going to struggle his first year, this kid in Jacksonville looked terrible. But
told
that
you that.
wasn't the surprising part.
I told you.
The surprising part was Urban Meyer looked like he was about to have another heart attack or a stroke right on the
He looked
sideline.
like he clearly didn't know what was going on, man.
Urban Meyer looked completely out of his league on week 1. How does that happen?
And
You have a whole
the rumors immediately started that he's gonna go to USC, like he's gone. That he
Why-
had to come
why
out and
not?
say like
he
yeah,
looked like he was gonna
come
die
out
on the
and say, like,
sideline.
yeah, I'm not doing
The
it.
players are not listening to him. That's the problem. Listen, I don't care how great of a college coach you are. There's a difference when kids are playing for the passion, even though some of them know they got one foot in the NFL.
Yeah.
But they still want to ball out and win.
You think the Tebow
they still want to
signing-
be big man on
You think
campus?
Tebow signing affected the respect that the players have for him?
You know what? I didn't even think about that. You might be absolutely
Because clearly
right.
the league felt that was bullshit because when they did the tight end university, he didn't get invited, and almost every tight end of the 30 whatever teams were invited, but him.
You know what? I'm gonna give you credit on that. I didn't even think about that. You might be absolutely right.
I mean, I don't know.
He
I'm
probably
just-
lost them right there.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he probably lost them
You
right
brought
there.
your
I would-
guy-
it lines up perfectly. I mean,
Because-
I still think it's bigger than that because some of those guys definitely got to be Ohio State guys. So some of them got some respect for him.
Well,
And even if they didn't play at Ohio State, they were college players at one point, and they definitely give him some props. But I think it's the way his approach. He's still with the
But
college
you know,
approach, and that doesn't fly.
remember the coach from Notre Dame that went to Philly?
Brian Kelly.
And he tried to get it fast. It was
Probably Brian Kelly.
Brian Kelly.
Yeah,
And
that
he ruined that.
Bro, no.
He tried to do that fast offense, and it didn't work.
College coaches do not succeed
I'll say this, though.
in the NFL. It's very rare.
Nick Saban.
It just doesn't happen.
I'll
It
say
just
this.
doesn't
I'll say
happen.
this.
It's very
though.
rare.
Let's
What's
give
this
him a
guy in
chance.
Florida Gators? You know who I'm talking about.
Yes, Spurrier.
Spurrier.
Steve Spurrier. He went to
Ter-
Washington. Yeah, Crackers in the building, right? What happened to your man, Steve Spurrier, huh?
Steve
What happened to your man,
Spurrier.
What happened to your man, Steve Spurrier?
Well, not just him. I mean,
No,
you
but-
could just
well, you
start
know what?
running down the list.
It's week 1. Let's not fire him already. Let's see what he does. I told you that Trevor Lawrence he's gonna struggle mightily. He's gonna struggle badly.
Well, I knew he was going to struggle. I still think the tools are there, and the willingness to want to be successful is there. So I think he can come around. I just hope he gets an actual coach before it's too late. An actual NFL coach before it's too late.
I think this is the first year that I correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not trying to talk about statistics. I'm just correct me wrong with the eye test. Every rookie I think that was drafted in the first round got sunburned this week.
Sunburned. That's crazy.
Everyone.
Yeah, it is crazy.
I've never seen that.
It is crazy.
Like if you decide to be the
Hold
backup,
on. Let's clap it up for the Jets and their draft pick.
he looked good. That second half, he looked good.
Okay, the second half.
Game
I'll give you that.
overall, and the Jets were in the game almost until the end with a terrible offensive
What were the
line.
rookies?
A terrible. So
0-4 or 0? I don't even know because Mac Jones lost too.
Mac Jones, but that was a close game.
That was a better game. But it was the Dolphins.
My Niners, Trey won and Trey scored a touchdown.
Yeah, but he
But
wasn't.
I'm just saying the fact
he
that,
wasn't the bulk
dude,
of
but
that
the fact
offense.
that he was on the field though. That's what I'm saying. Like Justin
Yeah,
Fields.
yeah.
Justin
Chris,
Fields.
don't even get me started, Chris.
Justin Fields was on the field. You know what I mean? Like these. I meant like.
I
just
didn't watch the game. Did he play well?
He didn't start. He didn't play.
Okay.
He was like Trey Lance. They put him in a play or two, and he just to get his feet wet.
Okay.
But I'm just saying the fact that they're doing that, I've never seen that. Like if you come in and you're gonna be a backup role, you don't get to come in and get some plays.
Look at Aaron Rodgers.
Yes, I'm saying.
Somebody had to sit back for a while.
You don't get
But
to
what
it.
happens is the NFL is different now. They're gonna pay you first round pick money,
They wanna see what you
or
can do
they're gonna
immediately.
draft you as a quarterback. They want to throw you to the wolves immediately, which I still think is a terrible idea.
Which gives us perfect segue to what I want to talk about now. Your Giants. So after game one, I called him Danny Nichols, was what I usually called him, and you said that he
Downgraded him to
yeah,
Danny Pennies.
Danny Pennies. You said he's Copper Man. His performance yesterday. But I'm going to say this, and you said you made a point that's super valid. What makes a starting quality quarterback better than a backup quarterback that can be plug and play like Nick Foles
Yes.
is consistency.
Yes.
If Ryan Fitzpatrick can play his great games, if he can play his great games and make them good games throughout
He's
every
even
game,
had good
that's what I'm
seasons.
saying, then he could be a good quarterback. I mean, he could be a solid starter. I'm not going to put him as an all-star level solid, but he'll have all-star level starts from here and there. So that's what that's what Daniel Jones has shown us. But he has these glimpses. But you're like, wow, this guy he has all the tools. He can throw, he can run, he moves well in the pocket. His only thing is he gives up the ball too much. So you see the play last game, and you're like, this is great. And you made something that was very valid to me. You said he's like the perfect backup quarterback where he'll come plug and play, and he'll do well.
He's an amazing backup quarterback. He's a perfect backup quarterback, but he's not an NFL starting quarterback.
I'm gonna
and
wait
it
for that.
hurts. It hurts me to say it. I wanted nothing but success for this kid.
And I'm sorry, Kenny Galladay is not a number one receiver.
Well, don't even get me started.
Dude,
there.
he couldn't
There's
break
a
away from
bunch-
anybody. He couldn't do a lot of things.
Listen,
Shepard does what he always does. Shepard always is a good number two.
the Giants are the kings of scooping up mediocre talent and trying to pass it off as elite talent.
Who did-
And don't even get me started on the game plan. How many
No, that-
years?
yeah.
And no matter who the coach is, how many times do you get the coach that comes in and just plays safe and just trying not to lose the game? I can't even count the number of Giants
Yeah.
coaches I've seen
I'm about
that
to say-
come in and
but
like we're gonna punt, we're gonna run,
Yeah.
pass. Like I'm tired of it already.
But you know what? The type of coach you got, that's him. He's going to be very traditional. With Judge, right? It's Joe Judge.
Yeah.
And his offensive coordinator has like no creativity. Like at least when you look at Belichick, right? Belichick, another traditional person, right? Josh McDaniels, he's good at making schemes. He switches it up. This guy, Jason Garrett. Why do people still have confidence in this man?
He had some throws downfield. But definitely not enough to open up the defense. So I agree with you, Chris. I'm just tired of it, man. It's like this cradle mentality. Play safe, play not to lose. I'm so over it already. I can't take
and
this
listen,
anymore.
I
can't take it anymore.
It's 2 weeks.
It's 2 weeks,
No,
but I know it's over,
no,
Josh.
it's not about. I'm not saying it's not over. With that division, you don't know because 7 wins will get you in the playoffs in that division. So I don't know.
Yeah, but the way Dallas looks right now and the
Dallas
way Philly
had
looks
one
right now.
game, and remember they gave up mad points.
Yes,
Let's
but
see this
those
week.
teams did look decent last
They
year.
did look
with missing talent.
and they didn't make the playoffs.
With missing
Why
talent.
should they do that?
So I fully expect Dallas and the Eagles to be decent. And I was hoping that we could maybe upset somebody. But then, of course, week 1 fumbles the ball in a critical moment.
We got to talk about the elephant in the room.
Week 2, I will say this. The refs screwed us on a couple of plays.
Yes, but listen.
But it's the Washington football team.
Hold up, dude. But listen, we got to call a spade a spade. Washington was home. The home team tends to get some bullshit calls.
Yes, I'll give you that. I will give you that.
That holding call was super bullshit.
But if you can't beat the Washington football team, guess what you should do? Pack it up right now.
You know that your man Nichols, Danny Nichols, or Pennies, he's 4-0 against them.
Yeah. Was 4-0 against
He
them.
should've-
Was 4-0 against
Well,
them.
his performance, he should have been 5-0.
Wow.
It wasn't him they lost yesterday. But we got to talk about the elephant in the room.
We did. That line, that was, obviously, he was the captain of the team. We lost a guard yesterday. It was major. He was literally one of the better linemen, easily one of the best linemen we had. But it's not an excuse, Chris.
Listen.
At the end of the day, we keep playing down
You got to
to
call
our
a
the teams we're playing
spade a
against.
spade. Saquon Barkley was in comparison. Hold on.
You can't blame him if the
Saquon
scheme is
Barkley
terrible.
was in comparison with CMC. They just get CMC. If you look at CMC's plays, they just get him the rock and he makes shit happen. I told you this yesterday. I told you
first of all,
during the game. I said
compare them is ludicrous.
They were though.
To compare them is ludicrous.
Because I think his first year he had like almost 2,000 yards.
I understand what you're saying,
I'm
but
just
to
saying.
compare them to is ludicrous.
No, but Saquon,
Saquon
even in
is
fantasy
definitely
football, when you did the fantasy football, he was top 5.
They're morons.
of running backs.
Whoever made that list, is
Everybody.
moron. He's shown even with doo-doo quarterbacks,
Glimpses.
it doesn't matter.
That's what I'm saying. So, and then you guys drafted number 2 overall, right? You drafted a running back number 2.
Listen, don't even get me started on the Gettleman
I'm just saying.
situation.
And I told you, I said he's gonna after that big run. I said, what is he gonna average for the rest of the game?
Even when they're healthy, bro, it just doesn't matter. They're doo-doo.
Crack,
Like,
listen, Crack.
just playing
Hold
on the New York Football Giants elevates their
Listen.
name. They haven't done diddly squat on the field. The last relevant talent we had was Odell Beckham, and they shipped him.
No.
For what?
No, forget about that. For Julius
Yeah,
Peppers,
exactly. Hold up.
Jabril Peppers.
Say it again.
Jabril Peppers.
Exactly.
No, forget about that. You talked about replaced players, right? Who did they have last year? Golden Tate. They replaced Odell with Golden Tate. They traded Odell, and then they signed Golden Tate, and he was shit.
Again, irrelevant. I'm over it, bro. I'm over
You know
it.
what? Similar to Pittsburgh, I believe that the Giants thought that Shepard would be willing to step into that, or be good to step into that number 1 role.
He's not a number 1.
Hold on. Like Juju with Pittsburgh, and they quickly realized that was a bad idea. I'm not completely out with the Giants.
Crack, I'll give you that. Pete Carroll is an anomaly.
Anomaly.
Thank you, Josh. He's just different. And
wait, hold on.
He started his career
with the Jets
in the
and
NFL.
He started with the Jets, and he was
started
terrible.
his career in the NFL.
He was with the Jets, and he was terrible. No. He started in college.
He started college,
And then
but
he
he
went
made
to the
his
Jets.
name in the NFL.
No, he went to the Jets.
Yeah.
Was terrible.
Yeah.
Pretty much got booted out the league. Made his name
Yeah.
again with USC.
Correct.
Then came to Seattle. And
So that's a little bit of a different case, bro. Odell is a head case, but he's still the best Giants player we've had in a long time. All right?
That's how I feel about suspenders.
8 out of 9 seasons or something like that, or 9 out of 10, whatever it is, that we're starting 0-2
I'm not gonna lie.
again. 0-2.
The Giants are gonna regret that trade for a long time. They don't have a receiver like him. Like I said, Slayton is good. By the way, we are talking about Slayton dropping that beautiful pass, dude.
Yeah.
Nobody
You
there.
can talk about it, but there's more to it than that, bro. It was just bonehead mistakes all game.
That offsides was crazy.
It's terrible.
dude.
Well, to be fair, I saw a video. He literally, it was a perfect rush. It's sad. It was a perfect rush. Take that video. It was a perfect rush. Unfortunately, he was faster than the ref's vision. All right? He was faster than the ref's vision, okay? And unfortunately, another bad call by the Zebras that screwed us.
I'm not a Giants fan. I'm not a Redskins fan. Excuse me. Who can't even say
Yes,
Redskins
you
anymore?
can't say Redskins
Washington
anymore,
football
Josh.
team fan.
Politically correct.
Yeah.
The Washington
Get that PC.
winning football team, apparently,
Thursday
with an
night-
XFL
listen,
quarterback that we can't beat.
Thursday night football was so trash for so many years. Like the last good Thursday night football game, I think it was like 2 years ago. And I'm not being biased with the Seattle Seahawks and the Niners, where they both were as a defensive team and they ended up scoring like 40 apiece. That was like the best. And we've been privileged as a fan. I know you're a Giants fan. You lost yesterday. You heartbroken. But as a fan,
I'm already looking at the draft.
and you guys gonna have. Really
I'm
good
already
picks.
looking at the draft. Matter of fact, I need anybody knows where I can get a big brown paper bag. I'm going to Kansas City. I need to decorate a brown paper bag for the game so I could go in proper Giants attire. Okay? I need a custom brown paper bag to wear to the game. Somebody help me out. Drop me a link in the chat,
right.
please.
Let's. All right. So, I ask you this question: Week 2, who's gonna show that week 1 was bullshit? And who's not? I'm gonna say this: who's gonna be the biggest surprise? Meaning, who's gonna get the biggest win? Who's gonna get the biggest loss?
I don't want to say a surprise, but I fully expect Dallas to bounce back. I mean, you can't beat the defending champs at home. That was a tough game,
Dallas is
but they
your
gave them a hell of a game.
So I got Dallas losing this week.
So let's bring up. Hold up.
They're playing the
Let's
Chargers.
bring up the
And by the way,
schedule.
you never brought that up. They're playing the Chargers. I think they're losing.
They're
the Chargers.
playing the Chargers. Chargers are a hell of a team. I think Dallas wins.
I think it's gonna be.
I think Dallas wins.
I think
Dak looked awesome.
and Herbert,
Dak looked awesome.
and Herbert didn't look awesome.
I'm not saying he didn't. Dallas has a lot more weapons.
What?
Ezekiel Elliott and those two prime receivers
Weapons. The best,
and a decent tight end.
their best defender is out for 6-7 weeks.
Oh no!
They're not gonna
I'm not
put-
talking about
I'm
their
saying-
defense,
no, but
Josh.
they're not
That,
gonna-
I fully expect that to
The
be a shootout.
Chargers have a solid.
I fully expect it to be a shootout.
Me too.
I think the Chargers, as karma, should have a bad season for what they did to that head coach. They made him the scapegoat, and he was a great head coach. He did have some
That's the
issues
guy,
here
he's
and
on Tampa
there.
Bay now, right?
I gotta look it up, but
No, he's definitely-
I felt they used him as a scapegoat.
No,
and
but
he was
listen,
a damn good
You know what's
coach.
crazy? The Tampa Bay got both coaches because the Jets too. He was a good coach too, and he went to the
Yeah,
Jets.
and he won a
They both
Super
went up-
Bowl.
they went up. All right, so I think that
Chris said still early, not ready to quit
yeah,
yet.
I don't think so.
Chris, it's over.
either. Nah, I don't think it's over either.
It's over, bro.
Not in that division.
It's over.
Not in that division. Not
All right?
that division.
Danny Pennies is not gonna get it done. He's a backup quarterback. All right. Saquon Barkley is what we thought he was. He's a great running back. Unfortunately, he's in a terrible scheme.
I'm not giving him a great running back. I'm not giving it to him. I'm not giving it to him.
I think he's a great running back. I
He
think
improved
if you put him on another team, he will be a great running back.
Yeah, I mean, all right. I think Daniel Jones is not a bad quarterback.
I don't think he's a bad quarterback
I think he's
either.
a Sam Darnold.
I think he's an
I think
elite
he's Sam-
backup
I
quarterback.
think he's a Sam Darnold. You put him in a different situation, I think he'll play better.
I think he's the best backup quarterback you've ever seen.
Listen, to me, he's a smaller version of. Okay, I'm not. All right, that's just blasphemous. But with his legs and his arm, he can be a miniature version of Josh Allen in the right scheme.
Oh, you got
Josh Allen's first year, he looked terrible.
You hold on.
You gotta relax.
Hell no.
And Josh Allen is my
Hell
man. Josh
no.
Allen is my man. That's my Bill.
Hell no. That's come on.
So you
bro.
think- so you
that
think-
kid has shown flashes of brilliance.
So my biggest surprise last week was the Green Bay. So,
Okay.
So I think Green Bay.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Green Bay bounces back.
Yeah, definitely.
At the
I'll
same
agree with
time,
that. Green Bay was terrible.
at the same time, the team
Is
that
Cam still an option?
Hold up.
Cam is an option, by the way.
at the
But
same,
I wouldn't take
I would
him.
take that. At the
Deshaun Watson.
yeah, I would do that. You guys got a
I'll
ton of picks.
I'll take him and throw him a couple extra
Yeah,
masseuses.
dude, yeah. Oh my god.
I'll throw him a couple extra massages on us.
This guy is nuts.
Oh man.
All right. Well,
No, I'm dead serious though. I really would give anything to have Deshaun Watson right now.
Let's talk about my team. Jimmy looked excellent, dude.
Jimmy looked
Against
great.
Detroit, though, I'm
Jimmy
not
looked
giving
great.
him anything.
Jimmy looked great. It was confirmed though that there was a couple of Pornhub actresses in the stands,
gotta go.
so I expected Jimmy to do his thing. I expected Jimmy to do his thing. I mean, we know how Jimmy gets. He gets up for the stars, baby.
Literally. Literally. All right. I think we're done with football. All right. So this week, is there anybody that won big?
Roger's gonna take a dive on Monday night. I don't know.
Is there
about
anybody?
that.
Is there anybody that won that you expect to lose this week badly?
Did the Raiders pull that game off?
They did.
Yeah, that I didn't expect that
They
one.
did. And the
I didn't
Raiders,
expect
Raiders
that
are
one.
playing. I can tell you right now, who the Raiders.
I
are
didn't
playing.
expect that
See,
one.
I think Arizona.
Even though the Raiders are definitely supposed to be a decent team, I don't believe in Derek Carr.
I like Derek Carr. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a big fan of Derek Carr.
I don't know. I just feel like when it's really, really on the line, he just does some bonehead mistake.
You know what's funny? The Raiders are actually playing Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh is a sleeper. Last year it was what 10-0 first 10-0 start season.
That was an upset. Pittsburgh against look at last. You
They beat a
can't
good-
see last
they beat a
week's
real
last
good
week's
team.
schedule.
Who Pittsburgh beat, y'all?
The
Indianapolis.
Bills. The
They
Bills.
beat the Bills.
At home.
Yeah, they beat the Bills.
That was a huge
That was
upset.
a wake up call. But that Pittsburgh defense is real.
The Steelers were a huge upset.
Yeah, but the Steelers went 10-0 last year before the season went.
Yeah, but come on. You don't expect Roethlisberger to come in on his walker and get it done in Buffalo, bro. Come on.
I think Arizona destroying this. Who they played? I forgot. I don't even care who they played. But the fact they destroyed them and Minnesota lost to Cincinnati, I like that to swap. I like Minnesota to beat Arizona.
Yeah, but they got AJ Green and
AJ Green
and
do
B-Hop,
nothing.
bro.
Yeah,
Come on.
I
that's
actually
bro,
clap
that's
it up.
a-
I mean,
come on, man.
I actually picked up AJ Green in my fantasy team, so I hope he does do good.
That's a
All right.
serious 1-2 punch right there, bro.
Let's moving on.
If he has anything close to a bounce back season, the Cardinals are going to be devastating.
Well, this is when Josh turns into Jack N and loses his mind. My next topic. Recently, Little Nas X.
Oh, here we
I
go.
Call him the Troll King.
Here we go.
I believe that.
Here we go.
I believe he's a Troll King now. I understand that his sexuality and what he is. No problem.
Is that
Do your thing.
R2D2?
Yeah. So on the Breakfast Club, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, they asked him about the children that look up to him, and he flat out said, I don't give a fuck. Fuck them kids. And then he fixed it after. He's like, I didn't mean it like that, but like I'm living my life. I'm not really thinking about
You
anybody
can't
else.
say that on the radio, though,
That's what I'm
first
saying.
of all.
No,
So,
you can't say that. Period.
yeah, hold on. Now, I'm assuming this has to be online.
Yeah, he cleaned it up. I sent it to you. He cleaned it up
Okay.
immediately. Like he cleaned it up immediately.
Okay.
I'll see if I can get the audio and ghetto style it and put it on the mic. But he cleaned it up
So
immediately.
what did he say? Go
He
ahead.
literally, I just told you verbatim what he said.
No, I know. But I'm saying there had to be more.
Hold on.
You have a responsibility because kids are watching. You hear that? Cardi B had that same problem. Raise your own kids.
I feel like I used to, but now it's just like, so, like fuck your kids.
Oh.
Not like fuck your kids. That's exactly what you just said. but like,
Yo.
Wow.
So then he explains to me.
Wow.
All right. So then he explains himself. Now, me personally, I have really no problem with it. I'm like, all right. I mean, speak your truths. He did clean it up after. He made a mistake. I'm okay with it. But what I'm not okay with is the fact that none of these fucking trolls or anybody on the internet.
He wasn't canceled
He
immediately.
wasn't canceled.
He wasn't canceled immediately.
So,
Yeah.
media takeout,
Yeah.
or shade room,
Yeah.
baller alert, like all these, none of these platforms. I'm talking about internet
you
stuff.
really want you
If you
really
want to talk about entertainment tonight, you want to talk about what nobody's killing him.
you want to know why?
Little baby came
You
out.
wanna know why?
The baby came out and said, "I'm here for all the people that don't suck penis and all this other stuff." And you don't suck, and he got destroyed,
Wow.
canceled. Everybody's taking him off for everything. This gentleman, within the last month, has said that he wants to have sex with somebody on stage in front of everybody. Is in front of a People's Magazine cover with a belly saying that he's pregnant. We kind of find out now that he was saying he was I don't know if you know this. He was pregnant for 9 months because that was the last time I believe his last project dropped, and his new project is Montero. So he said he was giving birth to this album. That was what he was. That's not what it's supposed to mean. But the visual, no, yeah, give it that. I give him this too. the visual, whatever. The visual to some people it bothered them. To me personally, like I said, this
I didn't
stuff
care.
doesn't bother me. I
Yeah.
really don't care. But be consistent. If you guys are canceling people for things that are less than this,
Hold on.
he just literally was on regular radio. Regular radio. He wasn't on no Sirius Radio, Sirius XM. He wasn't on YouTube. He's on the regular radio station in the morning talking about fuck your kid.
And you want to know why he could get away with it?
No, we know why he get away with it. And you can say it. I'm going to say it. We can get away with it because
He has the most powerful union in the world
gay.
backing him up.
I'm sorry, 'cause he's homosexual.
Yeah.
And the LGBT
They run shit.
it's and that's
They run shit.
And that's sad.
They run shit.
It
And
should be consistent.
it should be consistent.
Should
It's not
be
sad. It should be consistent.
consistent.
Because, like you said, anybody
I
else.
want to see
the
him
baby.
losing
Yep.
concert dates.
Yeah.
I want to see him
Yeah.
get kicked
Yep.
off of festivals.
Yep.
I want to see him have to publicly apologize.
Yep.
I want a public, at least, I want a public apology. Not for me, not for anybody else, but for other people who are getting canceled for something of
Facts.
lesser.
Facts.
I'm not gonna say merit.
You know why you
Because-
can't cancel them? Because they do the canceling, Josh. That's why. That's why.
But you know what?
Right?
You know what? I'll say it. Fuck it. I'll say it. Lil Nas X,
Congratulations, you played yourself.
and you should be penalized for it, and you're not gonna be, and nobody's talking about it.
Yeah.
Today I brought it up to Ice's attention. He's like, oh, I heard. I don't even think he heard it. This is your first time hearing it.
Well-
Now, when the baby got canceled,
Yeah.
you heard about it. You knew it. It was everywhere.
Well, I also knew because I watched the performance on Rolling Loud, so I had streamed it and I watched it. I was like,
He's gonna pay for it.
yeah.
I mean,
I felt like he was
hold
gonna
on.
pay for it. And now,
But if you would have heard the radio station,
exactly,
and you heard it in the morning,
Thank you.
your
Exactly.
natural response is, yeah, he's gonna lose some money from that.
It's got to be straight
not-
down the
it's
line.
like,
That-
come
I agree.
on,
I
man.
agree. That's horseshit. I agree.
This is like the double-edged
Yeah.
sword.
Yeah.
This is like it's so many things. Like, yo, I can
Yep.
get into this is
I
bullshit.
absolutely agree.
This is where you. Okay, I'm gonna say a lot of other things I should say.
No,
So I'm gonna move on.
No,
but
because
it's just
I've
treat everybody the
actually-
same way, man.
I've listened to these discussions before, and the reality is, and I get it, right? You have all of these issues that you deal with, and you got people that either hate or dislike you just because of the person that you are. But then how can you say that, and then when somebody of that you support and
Isaac.
back does the same thing?
Isaac, if I go on air and I say fuck Caitlyn Jenner, I don't even say why. I just say fuck Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah.
That's all I say.
Which he's not, by the way, allegedly.
No,
We
I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm
allegedly.
not saying that. I don't have.
Allegedly.
I'm just saying. Let's just say I'm on air and we're talking about, the LGBT community, and we're talking about whatever we're talking about, and I just happen to say, they say I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Oh, because they're running for governor. Like, how about that? Everybody for governor? Fuck. And I really mean it as fuck him or fuck her running for that position, not necessarily fuck what she's about. And that's what he was saying.
They just reported you on Twitter right now.
Yeah, pretty
Josh.
much. And the thing is that
They just reported it on
that's
Twitter
what
right now.
That's why I understand the kid, because he was saying like fuck, like meaning like I'm not really thinking about your kids when I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm living my life, so I understand that. So when I say if I was to say again, F Caitlyn Jenner, right? But I'm thinking of it from a political point of view. Like I don't care that she's running for governor, so F her running for governor.
Yeah, and I don't agree with the bullshit
that's what I'm saying.
that she spews. How about that?
So I'm saying that I'm gonna be canceled. I mean, I'm a nobody, but if I was somebody important, I would be canceled because that community would naturally come after me and make it seem like and slander my name and say, oh, he's saying that because of this. It doesn't matter that he apologized. He has to do more than just apologize.
Yep.
But this young man was on the radio and said, fuck your kid.
yeah,
think
and
about
immediately
that.
tried to backtrack, but it doesn't.
It doesn't matter. You did, and that's what I'm saying. If the baby, and I believe this, and you
Crack said modern day mafia.
It's okay. Word up. That's hard.
Modern
No.
day mafia, but just fabulous looking crack. All right.
Mafiosa. They
Mafiosa.
mafiosa. Anyway, if the baby would have made his comments right, and then immediately realized it, so he goes to the back. Listen. What I was saying, I was in the moment. I apologize. Blah, blah, blah. It wouldn't have counted. He said it.
Yeah.
this gentleman made this comment, and he backtracked on it. And as a human, as somebody that talks crazy out his mouth, and I don't realize what I'm saying half the time because I'm just spewing out anger, like, and I backtrack, I understand what that's like. So I get it. But if you're going to do this to him and allow him to get away with the words that he's used, then you cannot hold that other standards like that to someone else. You can't lower your standards to someone else.
I agree.
It's not right.
I agree. We're going to move on. But I will say this. As someone who had just had a kid, I'm surprised that he said, F your kids. He just gave birth. That's crazy, bro. Come on. He just had a kid, bro. Come on.
Yo, his kid.
Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
I will say though, because I'm a fan of Jack Harlow, I do like the Industry Baby.
The song with him is cool. I like that song. But there's no bias
for
me. There's no bias. I like Frank Ocean's
music. But
music.
other than that,
I love Frank Ocean's music. And Frank Ocean he's fantastic.
He's awesome. That's first of all, that's somebody talented. We can't compare the two.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't know if this kid is. The Old Road was a nice song.
Like I said,
cool.
Frank Ocean, somebody's actually talented.
Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
I don't know if it was as big as Dipset versus
No, absolutely not.
Locks, but
we can still clap it up though because it's still.
Well,
it's still.
It did its thing.
And not only did it do its thing.
Well, let me say what it is.
Not only did it do its thing, but
we're talking about the verses.
Yeah.
Fat Joe versus Ja Rule.
Yes.
I'll be extremely honest. I didn't watch all of it. I was really not interested in it. I was not interested in it because I didn't like the matchup. And
we talked about it.
I didn't like
we
the
talked
I didn't
about
like
it.
the matchup.
We knew what was gonna happen.
I knew that. No, what I thought was this was my idea about it. Right, my idea was if Ja Rule stays his course and stays what he does, I don't know if Fat Joe has that many songs like that.
Well, first of all, not many. All right, and I love that Joe made a point of pointing that out because nobody wanted to go up against him because it just you really can't beat the Cookie Monster.
Yeah,
you can't beat the Cookie Monster.
Well, he had a lot of good, but it was just a bad matchup for him. Ja Rule, I'm listening to the songs like the very little I heard. I'm not saying little. I think I heard it. I heard very little in the beginning because I was going back and forth with the Met game, which was a bad idea. Which was a what we go?
Bad.
Watching that horrible game.
Bad idea.
But when I focused on it, it was right about the part where Fat Joe said, "I'm gonna change. It's about to be pretty, Fat Joe." And
that was like the second half.
And then I pretty much saw the rest after that. I would say this: Fat Joe's sounded terrible. Like even the sound was bad. His sound quality was not good. I want you to. I
think the records could have been a little bit higher, but it actually both of them sounded.
Ja Rule.
No, I've heard verses that I heard. No. I've heard verses that sounded horrible.
I'm not complaining about the verses. I'm not complaining about them. Ja Rule's level with his mic was a lot clearer than Fat Joe's.
Yeah,
Fat Joe sounded distorted and low.
But that's not fair. He had the auto-tune Cookie Monster sample. Come on.
I'm just saying.
Come on.
Well, overall, we both agree, right?
Come on, Frank. That was not that bad, Frank.
Overall, we agree.
Frank, that was not that bad.
Overall, we agree.
You know what it was?
Hold on. Overall, we agree. Ja Rule annihilated him.
That versus was for everybody that got Gray Bush. All right? So if you got Gray Bush, that versus was for you. All right? And that versus was for us because you got Gray Bush. I got Gray Bush. All right? That versus was for us. It was for the old people. All right? Everybody threw aside their rockers, threw aside their walkers.
I'm not gonna call myself that old, but I'm not gonna lie. Well, Fat Joe was saying a lot of truth, but I think he tried to go the Jada route, where he knew that this guy had more hits, so I'm gonna be more thorough, I'm gonna be more street.
First of all, Ja was for the ladies.
That's what I'm saying.
And Joe was for the fellas.
Ja knew his lane. He's like, all right. Guess what? You want to play that chip?
Yeah.
I'm still play
I'm the singing rapper. I'm the singing rapper. He said it all night. I'm the singing rapper.
And that's it. So Joe's tactic to try to it went garbage.
For Joe, we know what it was.
Today's price
Is
yesterday's price.
We know Joe went back to yesterday's price. It happens, bro. Sometimes the price goes up. Sometimes the price goes down.
Price.
So we know Joe.
Today's price
is back to yesterday's
price.
It's all right. It happens, bro. So right, today's price can go back to yesterday's. Sometimes it could go up. It could go down.
Yo.
It happens, bro.
Shout out to Isaac chopping his screw in that little clip right there in like 5 minutes. What a job! I witnessed it myself. But you know what? Both of them were.
Tell them to bring me my money.
I don't know about both of them.
Both of them.
No. Let's
streams
clear it
both
up.
went- no.
Let's clear
After
it up
Versus,
right now.
their streams both went up.
No. Of course, both of their streams went up. But we joking around about going back to yesterday's price. But the reality is for Joe, that was a huge W.
Yeah.
Joe pushed that.
Yeah.
Joe pushed that, and Joe knew he was going to take an L. He won't admit that, but he knew he was going to take an L. You cannot beat Ja Rule. You can't beat Ja
You
Rule.
can
I'm
beat Ja
sorry.
Rule, just not just you.
No,
can't
he
beat
can't
Ja-
beat
yeah,
Ja
yeah,
Rule.
yeah.
Exactly. And a lot of other rappers can't beat Ja Rule either.
Yeah.
He has too many hits. We're not talking about
Yeah.
little.
We're
not talking about little.
You gotta be
crescent stars.
to be honest
We're
with
talking about hits.
Fat Joe has been probably a lot more consistent than Ja Rule, but when Ja Rule was at his peak, there was very few people that could fuck with him.
That's my point.
Very
And
few
he
people.
admitted it during the live. He called them. He said he was our generation's Drake.
Yeah, he had.
He was our generation's Drake. He really was that big for a very
I told
extended
you,
period.
I would have liked to see him face Fabulous. With all of Fabulous's like songs like that.
I think that is
would
a
have been
better
very
matchup because
entertaining.
Fab can give you lyrics and give you those R&B joints too. So I agree.
I mean, the
But at the end of
ultimate
the day,
battle would have been 50 versus Ja Rule.
at the end of the
which would have
day,
never happened. And
the
50 would have destroyed him.
the connections that Joe still has is what was able to make that versus happen.
Yeah.
And he showed out.
Actually,
He showed out.
To be honest with you, he did Ja a favor.
He did do Ja a favor.
He did Ja a favor.
He did Ja mega favor.
Ja
Ja was canceled, bro.
Yeah.
Ja was canceled.
Yeah,
all right?
yeah, yeah.
That Fire Festival,
That ruined him even more.
it ruined him even more. All right?
But
he did Ja a huge favor.
What-
And Ja tried to come back and did a halftime show. And how did that work?
Yeah. Let me ask you a question.
So
What was your favorite
He threw
moment?
him a bone.
Because I didn't see the whole thing. But what were your favorite
my
moments?
favorite was the first half. Joe going straight for the fellas, throwing all the old school
Oh, I
joints.
missed all that shit.
But
You played
I
Flo
will
Joe?
say,
You played Flo Joe?
He definitely played Flo
He
Joe.
played,
The part
He
that
played
killed
Twins?
me,
He
the
played
part
Twins?
that killed me, like
Hold on, did he play,
I know.
Hold up. Did he play Deep Cover Twins? With Pun?
Yes, and Remy. Oh, Remy did.
She did
Pun's
Pun-
verse and bodied
I
it.
see that.
Remy did Pun's
I gotta
verse and
look-
bodied
I'll
it.
watch it. I'll watch it.
The part that killed me was Joe tried to go to Street at some point, and really, like, the crowd had no idea what my man was
I saw
playing.
him wearing black
I
chucks.
knew what he was playing, but nobody knew who he was playing. So
Even
I was
Flo
like,
Joe, I
Joe,
don't know if people know what
I was
Flo
like,
Joe
you
is.
played yourself. Come on, you like,
Did he play I Shot You?
no, like that, like. No, actually, I'm sorry. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
That's my joint.
Yeah, he has to play that. That's
Who the
like,
fuck
yeah.
you think you talking to? Yeah.
But it was definitely some choices that I was just like, nah, man.
But you know, in verses, you got to get the crowd early, man. Got to just get them out, get it early, and then you just try to keep it. But you got to get them early.
But what I love is how, like, we joked about this before, how people automatically assume that Drake album is gonna be better. People already like,
Yeah, everybody was
like,
saying
oh, Fat Joe got body. And in my head, I'm like, yo, if you watch it though, like, he knew he never had a chance. This was definitely for both of them to just get some burn and shine.
All right, so my moment that I like, well, obviously the moment I like was when the GOAT came out. My GOAT, you
Facts.
know.
Crack even said it. Remy doing Pun's verse was the best part. I will agree.
My favorite part was when Jada came out. You know, that's my favorite rapper. So when Jada came out, Jada is the king of verses. He's the GOAT of verses. Well, he did the most and he's done the best. But
No, you can't jump there. That's at the end. You gotta talk. Joe Wild Out, disrespected female.
yeah. Oh, we gotta get into that. We gotta get into that. But I'm talking about just moments there, and then we'll get into the aftermath of what happened because of this. But there's moments. What about one of my moments that no one's talking about that I found to be hilarious? There's a point where Ashanti and Remy are on the stage, and Joe comes out and gives them two
Hermes
gifts,
bags. Two Hermes
And
bags.
Fat Joe and Ja Rule says, because Fat Joe's boasting about money and say, yeah,
Yeah.
I got money, whatever. And Ja Rule says, get the fuck out of here. You're sponsored by Hermes. You ain't paid for those bags.
So hold on. I'll give that a. But then guess what? Ja gets a
Congratulations, you played yourself.
because That's right. I am sponsored.
Yo, hold on.
And I'm cashing that check.
You just heard me
brother.
just now. I said, why?
Like,
Did you hear this in the body?
Like,
What the
come
fuck is
on.
wrong with me?
like I'm like, yo, come on. Like I heard Josh said it, and you know what I thought when he said it? I was like, you right, bro.
Why?
But guess what? Like, that's just him flexing.
He's flexing.
That's
but
him
but I
flexing.
just found it
The
to be-
whole verses was him flexing.
But I just found it to be very funny. Like he's like, yo, you making it seem like you bought these bags. Get the fuck out of here. But he's flexing because he got the whatever.
Yo, did Ashante cry?
Nah.
She was happy.
Did Ashanti not look out of this world?
She did.
She's aging
She did.
beautifully.
I mean,
I didn't find
that's
it-
that old adage.
I'm a very-
black don't crack,
I
brother.
understand that, but I'm gonna be very honest. Actually, Remy looks better now too.
Remy
So-
looked
so-
awesome
yeah.
too, and Remy had a dope fit
Yeah.
too. It was a little out there. I can't.
I don't like that. But
I can't walk in the next to like.
but she's a woman.
Nah, that-
You know, that's the stuff. She was
she killed it.
she was Met Gala for
Yeah.
for the show.
It was definitely the ladies did their thing.
Yeah,
I think Remy really.
I
did her thing.
didn't think Ashanti was attractive when I was younger. I could be wrong. I'm probably in the.
She looked like the little
I just didn't
girl.
find- yeah,
Like
but
next
she
to, like, yeah.
is and she is gorgeous now. All right, so let's talk about stuff that happened. Kind of the verses.
I will say this though, Josh saying that he didn't find Ashanti attractive when he was younger.
You're a liar.
Cap. That is a super cap.
It's not that. All right,
That is
it's not that I didn't find
2 caps.
Nah,
1 and 2.
I didn't think she was ugly. She just,
Bruh.
I just didn't. She wasn't
Bruh.
my cup of tea.
You tell me Missy wasn't attractive. I'd be like, all right.
Wow.
You telling me Ashanti wasn't
Okay,
attractive?
you
Stop
can't
it.
compare the two.
Stop it.
All right, so
You're a liar.
So what you were alluding to was during the battle. Of course, I didn't see this, but I saw it on social media because I didn't see the first half. Fat Joe had said when Ja Rule's talking about to bring people out, and Fat Joe screams out, "Oh, "Look, gonna bring these dusty ass bitches out."
He said you gotta feed them, yo.
You gotta
feed them.
They haven't been around a while. You gotta feed these dusty ass bitches.
I ain't gonna front. I laughed really hard. I'm sorry.
When I saw
laughed
the
really
clip,
hard.
when I saw the
Because
clip,
I knew that they were in their mode. That reminded me of Dipset versus the Locks.
Oh, like
it got hood.
Yeah, it got hood.
It sounded like it was a battle on the
yeah.
block. There was no care about being socially conscious or politically correct. Joe was like, "Yo, you gotta feed these dusty hoes."
yo, that shit was crazy. Well, he says that he claimed that he apologized. He apologized to Vita and to Little Mo. Both were featured on Ja Rule's performance, and he
Rightfully so.
apologized.
He did wild out. He did wild out.
This
But
is
I
what-
also agree it was
but
the
this
heat
what
of
I'm
the moment.
saying.
Heat of the moment.
This goes back to what I was saying again. I don't mean to bring it up again, but he's getting backlashed about it, and he apologized. And from what has been said behind scenes, and has been brought up on social media left and right, he immediately apologized. Like after the event, he had grabbed Remy had killed
Yeah.
him and said, "Yo, you kind of played yourself. You shouldn't." So he went to both women
Yeah.
personally. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Let's clap it up for Remy,
Yeah.
by the way, too, for putting Joe in check. No, but that's like, yeah, exactly.
Just do that.
Exactly.
And then if they're as close as they say they are,
Mhm.
just do that. So and then Little Mo comes out the next day, and she's like, you gotta, like making complaints about it. And Remy in her comments says, this is wrong. He did apologize to you. I was there. It ain't for all this. If you want, you could DM me. I'm gonna send you a DM now. We could talk about it. It ain't for all this. And Fat Joe under her page says, "I'm sorry." That's when Fat Joe comes out live,
Yeah.
and he apologizes to them live
Again.
Meanwhile, he already apologized to
Yeah,
them
I know.
behind closed doors.
But to
but
be
I'm-
fair, that
But he has sponsors.
that will go viral.
He has sponsors,
So, yeah, yep.
and he did it publicly. So I'm with the notion that you do something publicly.
No. But at the end of the day,
I don't think he did it because of
at the end of the day, like, Joe's matured a lot. Like, I believe what he says that he got, like, it was in the moment.
Plus-
like, I'm in the ring, and
Plus,
this is
from
what happened.
what it looks like, he knows both of these women. He's been in the industry for
Yeah,
many
of course.
years. He knows them. So I'm not saying his apology wasn't genuine.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it would appear like that. But like I said, I'm of the notion of the way you do the crime is the way you should apologize. Crime meaning if I say something about you in private, then I should apologize to you in private. If I say something to you in public, then I should apologize to you in public. So that whoever was watching, they see that it happened this way and I'm
Yeah.
apologizing this way. So I
That's
agree with
fair.
that. But what I'm saying to you is that Again, not to keep bringing it up. Let's keep beating a dead horse.
No, don't even bring
But
it up.
this gentleman said, "Fuck
Oh
the
my
kids,"
God,
and he
who
ain't even.
the hell
There's no apology
cares?
anywhere, dude. There's no apology anywhere. This guy apologized in person and then apologized on social media.
Oh, man.
And he's still getting whatever.
Today's price.
Is
Yesterday's price.
Back to yesterday.
Josh is going back to yesterday's price,
I'm going
man.
back to it. I'm just.
I think it
I'm
was.
ve- I'm
I think
highly
it was
upset
still
about this.
dope. I think it
Hold
was.
on.
I think it was still dope. Obviously, when it comes down to like rating the verses, it's not up there. But I still think it was dope because it was two rappers from my generation, and I agree with Joe. Nope, you weren't gonna see anybody go up against Ja Rule, so
Yeah,
at least you got to enjoy it. You got to hear the Cookie Monster again. It's been a while,
But
and he actually sounded pretty good.
It
live.
was good.
Yeah.
Let's talk about more things that happened from the battle. So of course you had to know this was gonna happen throughout Ja Rule's performance. If you were reading the comments, the trolls were alive. I sent you a picture. The trolls were alive. They were going off on Ja Rule, and if you know what they were going off on Ja Rule about, they were going off on Ja Rule with 50 Cent. They're saying Ja wouldn't do that with 50, and they were saying a bunch of other things about 50. And of course, Irv Gotti responded on the. Did I send it to you? I may have not sent it to you.
No, that one. If it's audio,
No, it's not audio. It was
yeah.
picture. It's all right. I'll just talk about it. So Irv Gotti responded to all the backlash.
Well, I think what happened was Irv
so I'll say exactly what
he
said.
jumped in the chat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why I sent you a picture in
Yeah.
the chat. This was it, but it's all right. We'll talk about it. So Irv Gotti says, and I quote, "All y'all talking that 50 shit, all good. He got beat up, stabbed up, shot up, and sued us. That's all I'm going to say. You're a hero in what you think he is, period, and facts." Again, those are alleged. I don't know if that's true or not.
Well, it's no alleged. That's what Irv said.
That's what I'm saying.
It came from his account.
That's what exactly. I'm just saying. I don't know if what he
We don't know if what he
edited
said
the
is true.
sentence with
Yeah.
the period and facts. I don't know if that's factual. I'm just saying that's what he said.
Yeah.
So of course the next day, 50 being the man that he is,
Irv should be smarter than that too, because he's already had issues with the feds.
and 50 being the man that he is,
Hold on, wait. I almost did my quiet.
50 comes out on his page and he writes, "I put the whole label out of business. Fuck with me if you want to. I would stay out of my way if I wasn't me." And then he starts
Before he does
and then he hashtags
before
on
he does a mini series on Stars
yeah.
about it,
And then he writes Green Light Gang, brand. He starts promoting his stuff that he's doing.
which 50 is
I'm so-
never ever one to let a moment.
Yeah, he
of-
doesn't. Nothing.
He's
Everything,
not
everything's
letting that go.
promotion. Everything's
It's like,
gonna be
promotion?
promote
Hold on, wait a
something.
minute. Actually, while I'm on it, guys, I want to tell you about this drink. Let me stop.
Gasolina. Listen, the thing is this. You can tell, and this is why 50's winning. This is why 50 won. The fact that you're still responding to it. The internet is gonna troll forever.
Well,
internet's
that is
gonna
all
say
the
forever
internet.
they're
Yeah,
gonna troll.
that's all the internet is.
Why are you paying attention to it? And I think it's
we're
paying-
also a part of that, Josh.
Yes,
by
I
the
know.
way,
But I'm just saying, you're paying attention to it, right? And the thing is this: it further lets you know that Ja Rule is already gone, and it's for people our age. Because this is my theory on the fact that Irv Gotti spoke about it. This is my theory. I could be wrong. The people that are watching the battle, not every one of them are our age. There's people that are younger.
you
But
definitely.
so they're
yeah.
really watching to be like, oh, he's like
There's people that are being forced to watch it
Not even that, no.
by their parents.
Not even no. You know when you hear a song that your mom used to play and you don't know who wrote it or
Yeah.
who sang it, but you know the song.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see that happening when the younger kids or the younger generation is hearing those songs like, oh, I remember that song. Or he's the one that sings the song. So I can see them doing that.
It's funny you say that. After the episode of The Shop with Jack Harlow in it, he talks about
Yeah, I saw that.
his mom
Yeah,
playing,
yeah,
and it's exactly what you
yeah,
said,
yeah.
playing
I
different stuff in the car.
Yeah. So I feel this would be the only logic to me why Irv Gotti would actually respond to any of the people writing, is because the people that are there weren't around when we were around. Because when we were around, he was screaming that. He was saying 50 was a snitch.
I don't
He
know.
was saying 50 was. I'm just saying. He was
You hear that crowd? It sounded like all the females were
I'm
there
not
for
saying,
Ja.
no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. And they probably were all our age. I'm saying in the chat, you had 500,000-600,000 people in that chat. Not every all them 500,000-600,000 people are our age.
Like 20,000 baby mamas. You
Pretty
said?
much. So I'm just saying, maybe more. I'm just saying he's probably talking to the audience that wasn't around at that time, saying that, you know, you guys are trolling and saying 50, 50, 50, because naturally, whether either one of them want to admit it, when it comes to hip hop, they're both going to be linked to each other probably forever.
Forever.
I mean,
Forever,
50,
ever?
50 went on to
Forever,
do
ever.
other things, so that's why at 50 you don't know where his
No.
story ends.
But you just said it.
But
When
it's
it
hip-hop,
comes to hip hop,
their stories are going to always be linked.
always.
So
Always.
Irv, being in the chat room, probably got annoyed and said, you know what? These people don't know the whole story, and then wrote that. That's the only reason why I would say he writes it. Because, like I said, when I was around it, we were in our heyday, and when I was around it, I remember him saying that. I remember him saying that a bunch of other things. So I kind of remember it.
I looked at it like
but it was
this.
dumb, though.
This is how I looked at it.
Oh my God, who
For
the
sure.
hell
This whole
You don't want to know why?
cares?
How many people actually know who the hell Irv Gotti is?
Oh my God, who the
You know what's crazy?
hell
People probably thought that
cares?
Chris Gotti was Irv Gotti.
They were, Fat Joe was joking that Ja hasn't made a hit in 15 years. Neither has Irv.
Oh.
So Irv in the chat,
Oh my God, who
So
the
then-
hell
But then that gives
cares?
relevance to what 50 says.
no, but that's my point. Like he should just know to shut up. You're not gonna win, bro. 50 has so much clout
And you know
now.
what's crazy? And I'm gonna say I think we should move on from this, but I'm gonna say this: if Ja Rule never responds to 50, never. Let 50 make all the mixtapes. Let 50 do whatever he wants. Now 50 was very hot, very hot. But Ja Rule, from what you heard from Versus, Ja Rule had hits and they weren't going anywhere. They were on top.
Yep.
Murder Inc. was on top, and Murder Inc. had Irv Gotti had a piece of DMX as well too. So he was connected to certain pieces. So they were on top. When Ja Rule began to talk back to 50 and respond to him, he made 50 more relevant. Not saying that 50 would not. Not saying that 50 would not explode.
50 got what he wanted.
But he got it. Now you
Yeah.
give me the attention.
Yeah,
now I'm gonna
exactly.
go
Now even harder.
super crazy.
Yep.
And what that
Yep.
and I don't think Ja Rule was expecting for 50 to be so relentless and then to have a crew behind him that was so relentless and then signed to arguably the best producer and the highest grossing rapper of all time. I think Drake may eventually pass him. But
even still,
in hindsight, it's like you probably
even
should've said anything,
still,
dude.
let's be transparent. If 50 and Ja did a versus, Ja's gonna win that too.
No, you're
yes,
insane.
no, he is.
50's gonna destroy
No, he's
him.
not. No, he's
50
not.
will
no, he's not.
destroy
No, he's
Ja Rule.
not.
And it will be easy.
Because the number of just
No.
sheer Billboard hits,
Dude,
it's just not
that's-
fair.
dude.
It's not fair.
That's not true. What happened with Ja Rule, and this is the truth, when nobody that call a spade, the reason Ja Rule beat Fat Joe is because of women. It was all the women that were in that crowd. It was all the women that were on the verses.
So
That's the truth.
facts. So they'll
Women
split,
love 50.
they'll split the women up.
Women don't love Fat Joe.
They'll
Women love 50.
They'll split the women up, but this is the winner right here. The minute he starts going into that R&B bag again, what's gonna happen? All of them are gonna get into their feelings. Like they sounded like a bunch of cats in the crowd,
Dude,
crying out.
Fat Joe played that song with Ashanti. Everybody went crazy. 50 got those joints.
Yeah, no, but you know what? And Ja hit him with a body blow.
50.
That was the best
yo.
hook. I wish I kept that.
Dude, hey, yo. The technology. He got Justin Timberlake. He got Cry Me a River. He got songs that would destroy Ja Rule.
Well, no. He don't
He
got,
got-
Cry Me a
he
River.
got-
That's a remix. That's not the
But
real original.
Listen, when you're doing verses, Jada proved it. They killed Dipset with freestyles. It's your whole catalog.
50 don't freestyle, bro. Stop it.
50's whole out. With freestyle
50
meaning he
don't
went over
freestyle.
people's songs.
No, I understand.
Cry Me a River,
I'm talking about
Yeah,
freestyle.
I understand, but
Freestyle.
I'm just saying. But 50, you can't tell me
50
that
wouldn't
they would destroy them.
50 wouldn't win.
He would destroy them.
I-
It wouldn't
listen,
be easy. It
You're
wouldn't
talking
be-
about G. You're talking about everything else except just 50 and Ja.
But that,
50
no. What you're not understanding is that when it comes to verses, It's anything I've touched. Anything I've touched.
And I'm telling you, it has to do about performance and the music.
50, and 50 has that. 50's performance. Have you ever 50 has performances too. He plays 21 questions. They're gonna go crazy.
You're a liar.
Ja Rule's not.
That's the only one.
He got a bunch of them. He plays in the club. He got mad songs.
He's gonna have to bring Nate Dogg back from the dead to win.
He got songs with Jeremiah. He got songs with Chris Brown. He got hits. What are you talking about?
I know he has it.
Fat Joe, what happened is Fat Joe thought that.
Well, I'm not comparing the two.
Fat Joe thought
that doesn't line
thought
up.
that the Miami hits. The Miami hits. Those are Miami hits. Oh, no, it's super gay. He thought that was going to rock in New York.
I think 50, it's closer, obviously.
50 would destroy
but I think Ja still wins.
50 destroys him. Because 50 could do the gangster and the regular shit. 50,
I hear what you're saying. It's closer.
Fat Joe don't even. How about this?
Wins.
Fat Joe don't even have a song for many men.
Well,
50 plays many men.
Many men.
Josh, people are gonna go crazy.
Josh, you're skipping over what I'm saying. Forget about Fat Joe. Just those two. It's closer, but I believe Ja still wins.
But you're insane.
I'm not insane.
You are.
It's the number of Billboard hits.
Bad.
And,
not to mention.
And Ja kept proving
not
it.
Not to mention.
Ja kept proving it. We're
to
talking
mention,
about how many songs he wrote.
Not to mention. 50 could be disrespectful.
Oh, absolutely.
Stop playing the songs when he was dissing him.
Of course.
Killing him. Those songs were hits. Those songs were fire songs that he was doing.
I'll give you that.
So
if he goes down that road, then yeah. Body bag.
See, when it comes to verses, it's everything I've done.
But this is the thing, though. Some of those females don't know any of those songs.
But this is what I'm saying. If it's just going to be a female crowd, and if it's going to be...
It is going to be...
No.
You just said those two names. No. It's going to be a female crowd.
Because nobody was coming to support Fat Joe.
Nobody...
everybody... 50 Cent will get everybody out.
You putting your...
Fat Joe, he never had a movement like
G-Unit.
G-Unit.
You putting your bulletproof vest on and you going to support 50?
Fat Joe did not have a movement like G-Unit.
You putting your vest on and you going to support 50?
Fat Joe, unfortunately, man, and I like Joe. Fat Joe don't have a movement like 50. Well, 50 was too big. 50's too big.
I understand what you're saying. I'm trying to tell you, if it's an all-female crowd, they're both gonna split in the beginning. But once he starts getting the females in their emotions, it's over.
50 got a lot of songs. All right, either way.
He does. I don't think it's enough.
All right, whatever.
He's going to be tugging on them heartstrings all night.
This is perfect. This is a perfect segue.
It's just those rainy days.
By the way, that was trash.
It was trash. But you ain't hear how many of the people were singing that crap?
But because Joe didn't have, and Joe didn't control the crowd either. He didn't control the crowd.
I also think Ja. Remember, Ja actually he was pretty smart. He adjusted his lineup on the move. I think he adjusted his lineup for 50. Obviously, he never even did holla, which is crazy.
All right, talking about out of their league,
50 versus Busta. Busta all day, hands down, easily, not even close.
See, I think I don't believe.
No, you're bugging. You need to revisit Busta's catalog. You're out of your mind.
But
out of your mind. Stop it,
guys. Hold on, guys.
John,
listen to me, guys. Listen to me.
I can't do this. I can't do this.
Listen to me.
You're telling me that 50's gonna beat Busta Rhymes,
and I'm looking at the camera. Listen to me. You're talking to a fucking DJ. So from a DJ's point of view, he's only playing songs that DJs play. Busta, you could play Busta for a whole hour,
bro.
Hold up, you could play Busta for a whole hour with DJ music. You could play Dipset for a whole hour with Dipset music. But when it comes to a versus, it's how you control and how you do things. Granted, Busta's stage presence is bar none one of the greatest.
Thank
but
you.
If you're talking
Thank you.
But if you're talking about song for song, you're gonna get a song.
No, I'm talking about everything overall. Songs and performance. Busta kills it.
He's dismissing 52. He's dismissing 50.
I'm not dismissing him. I'm just saying.
You don't realize how many mixtape songs 50 got.
One of them ran Billboard for years.
It got
not 1 year, years.
And 50 got a diamond album.
The other is a certified Hall of Famer.
Got a diamond. 50 got almost 2 diamond albums.
Yeah, almost 2 diamond albums. The other one
only
only sold because it's 50.
No, 50.
The other one was doo-doo. Stop it.
There's hits on there.
Stop it.
There's songs on there.
Yeah, there are.
I get monies on there.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Correct. You're right.
He just dropped that song with Chris Brown. That came out not too long.
Correct.
Okay.
Go listen to Busta's catalog. Listen. Josh is
First off,
no.
I didn't say that 50's gonna beat Busta. But
You
you're
just
not,
said
no,
that.
you dismiss 50 like, oh, hey, Buster's gonna kill him. That's not gonna happen.
With the
gonna,
energy,
it's not gonna happen. 50
Yeah.
gonna have the energy too.
Yeah, he is.
It's not gonna happen.
First of all, just that verse on that Chris Brown track, that's it.
Okay,
It's
and
over.
and then when he puts that Many Man
Over.
on, you see, but you're talking about that
Over.
because this is a guy that he's a DJ.
Oh,
It's all about DJ. music.
Busta has no dope.
Busta is
hip-hop track.
First off, I don't think many. I don't think there's.
Stop it.
I don't even think there's 3 people that can beat Busta.
That's. But,
I'm gonna be honest.
So
but I wasn't.
why are you going so hard for 50?
I'm not going off of 50. I'm just not gonna let you dismiss him. Like
I'm not dismissing him.
Like,
But if you ask me a
it's
question,
it's not gonna be a
and you
Ja.
put
It's not gonna be
Busta-
like. It's not gonna be like Ja Rule.
I was answering the question.
Okay, go
It was
ahead.
50 versus Busta.
Okay.
All right. I respect what you're saying about Ja. I think it's closer. I think that is definitely closer. I don't think Busta
So
and 50 is
Busta's
close.
gonna do to 50 what Ja Rule did to Fat Joe.
No, not that crazy. Stop it.
See, I think
They shouldn't have been on the same stage
I
together.
think
No
Busta
disrespect, Joe.
and
I'm
50
sorry.
would be like Snoop Dogg and DMX. Because first off, they both fuck with each other. They're good friends.
I would have.
So
Okay,
they
hold
were-
on.
the DMX and the Snoop.
I will agree.
I don't even know who won. It
that
was
is-
entertaining.
Yeah,
They
it was
both-
entertaining for
they
both
both
of
were
us.
just going back and
You know
forth.
what? I'll give you that.
That's what
I
I'm
think it's
saying.
gonna be entertaining for
That's
both
what I
of
was
us.
saying.
I still
And I'm a
think
Busta fan.
I think Busta slightly edges him.
You know
I
what?
think Busta
You know what?
slightly edges.
I agree with that. I think he would
I
too.
think Busta
But I don't
slightly
think
edges him.
50's that far behind. All right, we
I
gotta
don't
move
know,
on.
bro.
We gotta move on.
But Busta,
We gotta move on. So talking about battles, right? So after the battle, JD came out, Jermaine Dupri, because he was there, and he said, "All right, I'm in Madison Square Garden. Diddy, what's up? What's
I
going on?"
need $1. I need a paycheck.
Yes, he said,
I
"Diddy,
need a
what's up?
bag.
What's going on?"
He said, I need a bag. Diddy, what's good?
And Diddy humbly said,
Diddy said, sorry, you broke.
Diddy humbly said, pretty much, you don't. I'm gonna paraphrase. You don't want this smoke. You
Yep.
ain't got enough for me. You gotta relax.
No, he literally said, I'll kill you just with Biggie and Mary.
J. Blige. So,
That when somebody talks smack like that, bro. That's what I said. Yo, when I read that, I said, damn. I said, Diddy went straight from the throat. A kill shot.
yo, but
right away.
But literally, he can.
When he said it, I was like, you know what? He's right. Bro, you talking about 2 of the best iconic artists of all time. Now, I understand JD has worked with not Mary J, I'm sorry.
Little Bow Wow.
No. Mariah Carey. Another huge
The Brat.
R&B. No. I'm talking about on Mariah Carey's level. On Mariah Carey's level. He has Janet Jackson. I'm sorry. Janet.
No, he didn't work with Janet Jackson.
No, he did work with Janet
He was
Jackson.
having sex with Janet Jackson.
Or that too, but he also did work with
I
Janet
don't think
Jackson
he
too. He
worked
did
with
music with her.
Diddy worked
But
with a lot
it's
of
not.
people.
Yeah, no. Diddy
It's like,
was absolutely
What
right.
was fun about it is he ended the sentence saying, "But I want Dre." He said, "Dre's the only one I want."
Yeah, and I get why he's saying that, but there's nobody touching Diddy.
I said that too.
Yeah, like
he
let's
can
not
switch
be
it up.
stupid.
He can switch it up.
My
in
man
so
made a decade of
many-
absolute
Not even
Billboard
that.
smashing.
He could switch it up. He could start playing
Yeah.
like really just dance
Yeah.
music. He could play hardcore hip hop.
Yeah, it's not fair.
He could play
It's not fair.
R&B song. Like he could
It's
play
not fair.
like he could literally just do this. He literally, and this is the
Yo, y'all laughing, but y'all was listening to Little Bow Wow. Y'all need to cut it out. Y'all was listening to Little Bow Wow. Y'all better
Not
stop it.
I. Actually, no. You know,
Exactly. Don't even play yourself, Josh.
Yes, some songs.
Yeah, exactly. Don't play yourself.
Like that. Let me hold you
'Cause-
down.
Yes,
Let me-
exactly.
That was a dope-
Exactly.
that was
Do
awesome.
not lie.
No, that was awesome. That was awesome.
Cap. Josh gonna start with his cabinet.
No, but it's
live.
like you're a DJ. You was playing all this bullshit.
Cause I know.
I'm not
I
playing
know.
with my headphones.
I know you was drunk on the dance floor.
Oh, yeah,
and you was
I'm-
like, "Let
I'm-
me
no.
hold you."
Whatever the girls are listening to, I'm on there. Whatever the girls are listening to, I'm there, dude.
Oh,
But all right,
Chris,
so
Chris said, "Not me." Yeah, that's because you was on lockdown. Stop it. you was on Smash.
That's because you
Stop
was.
it.
That's because you was the security at the door. We could have fun.
You could have had fun, Chris. You was holding down the door.
You know the door. All right. So we agree. So Dr. Dre Diddy. No. Would it be?
Diddy shouldn't be going up against anybody.
Yeah.
Diddy should be going up against like somebody dead, like
I think Diddy
Elvis
against
or
Dre
the Beatles.
I think
Diddy against the Beatles.
Diddy and Dre would be huge because just from a marketing standpoint, with Beats and with Ciroc, they'll fucking promote the shit out of that. All right. Let's move.
Diddy does promote. He's Ciroc on
That's
everything.
what I'm saying. So then the Beats.
Matter of fact, you didn't even notice this show is actually sponsored by Ciroc. Let me stop.
I wish. Oh my god. If it was like that, this jersey
man.
wouldn't be so tight.
He said, "Oh shit, I was." That's right, you was. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You was too busy. You can't remember.
I told you that. All right. Let's move on. So, by the way, let's promote. I'm gonna give it a shout out because it's my favorite part.
Stop it! Don't.
It's my
man.
favorite.
Here
Oh
we
my
go.
God!
favorite
Who
podcast
the hell
on YouTube. And I
cares?
suggest everybody watches it. It's called I Am Athlete.
Okay. No.
It's
I thought you were gonna go somewhere else.
Nah,
Okay.
It's
All right.
with former NFL players Brandon Marshall, Fred Taylor, Chad Ochocinco, and Channing something.
Channing Frye.
No, it's not Channing Frye. It's basketball. Something Channing. I forgot his name. But it's
I was gonna
it's a
say,
good watch.
how the hell is Channing Frye
So,
get on that part?
This last episode, Styles P was on there, and Styles P was asked a bunch of questions, but the question that everybody's talking about now on the internet, they asked him, "What do you think about the Drake and Kanye beef, and what do you think about their albums?" So he had a couple of clips, but the ones that stand out, he said, I don't understand how this is a battle when one album is about literally named after someone's mother, and he's talking about Christ and a bunch of things that have nothing to do with beef. And then you have Drake, who's certified lover boy, that's pretty much talking about how rich he is and the women he's been with and the women that have hurt him. So he says he doesn't see what the battle's about. So what brought people out, he says he's tired of the battle. He doesn't think it's a real battle. It's bullshit. And he said what they need to do is just go around the corner, square up, or hug.
Square up or hug. That was my favorite part.
Square up or hug. Square the fuck up or hug. That's what he said.
Square up or hug.
If not, squash this beef. This beef is bullshit. Before I get your thoughts on that, that was, I believe that dropped on Monday or Tuesday.
I mean,
That
but
shit
come
dropped.
on.
Hold on, let me finish.
It's like two Powerpuff Girls fighting. We knew that.
No,
already.
because it gets better. This is the fact that he said that is not the good part. The fact this is the funny part. So after saying that, he comes out on his page and says they shut my live down. So it's released, I think, Monday. The next day so he's on Fetty Wap's live, apologizing to Drake and Kanye.
Wow.
Not apologizing like a girl.
Wow.
Apologizing like, yo, you gotta give it like Austin Funny. I did my live. If I offended anybody, it wasn't been like that. I like Kanye. I was on his album. I like Drake. I said his album was dope.
Wait, Styles P was on that album too?
Styles P's on yeah, of course. That's what we're talking about.
Oh, no, on Drake's
No,
album.
he said he was on Kanye's
Oh,
album.
okay, because I was going to say,
No,
I don't remember
no,
that.
he says he's on Kanye's album.
I don't
I
remember
love
that.
Drake, blah, blah. So he's like poking fun of them. He's like, I don't know which way you did it, but like he's making fun of them. Now, I don't know. His life is definitely gone. Do you think one of them have the power to get his live taken off? During that episode, he also talked about vaccinations. He talked about eating.
That got his life taken
No, but
down.
he was pro-vaccination.
It doesn't matter. That most likely got his life taken down. Like, I'm noticing now, and even on Twitter, like, depending on what you say.
But he
if
was
there's,
but this wasn't what he said was not on his live. It was on a podcast on YouTube. It had nothing to do with IG. And then IG took away his live.
IG took away Styles P's ability to go live.
Yes.
Oh, no. There was somebody hating on him, and they probably reported his page or whatever. Yeah, that happens. Yeah. I mean, listen, we all know there are some obsessive fans. The Beehive or the Nicki Minaj and her, like, all these people have crazy fan bases that will do anything. So I wouldn't be surprised
Barbies,
if
right?
one of whatever the hell, Nicki, Barbies. I wouldn't be surprised if one of the Drakeettes, or one of the Drake driplets, whatever the hell they call Drizzy driplet Drakes, Drake coffee cakes, whatever the hell they call them.
Drake coffee cakes.
One of those. One of those trolls that are obsessed with Drake probably reported Styles P page, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh my God, Drake cakes. So that was hilarious.
Drippity Drake.
Wait,
I don't even
let me
know.
ask you a question. But Styles P technically does have a point. Like, what this battle is like? It's not a battle.
No, he has an absolute. It wasn't a battle.
like
Thank you. Hold on. First of all, let's clarify something. That was not a battle.
It's corny.
Kanye knew exactly what he was doing. He remembers exactly how the issue with 50
With
really
Curtis.
helped make him like
That album, like, yeah.
Yeah, it helped make him bring him back, right? So I think he capitalized on it. He knew exactly what he was doing. Drake is no doubt, without a doubt, the number one guy right now. and he said, "I'm gonna utilize this and capitalize on it." I mean, it's the right move. If you're
but
Kanye, it's the right move.
I agree. I agree.
Especially when you know the reality is you gonna make a better album.
I mean, think about it. Drake's song, what, 7 a.m. and something, is like shots at Kanye. And then Kanye dropped a song with...
They've always thrown subtle shots at each other or direct shots at each other.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And
if this
Pusha T
is
continues
all-
to... Even Pusha's verse on the Ye album is a direct shot at him. He know he's talking about him. Who else is the crown holder right now? Yeah. He's talking about him. It's a direct shot at him, bro.
Well,
it's absolutely for publicity, crack. I do want to give a shout out. Chris, I hope you're still with us. My brother, I am so proud of you. My man's looking super slim.
Oh, now you showed me the picture.
Super slim.
Wait, right?
My man's looking super good out there running.
I just hope you ain't smoking crack, man.
Just don't
just
don't get taken out by a deer on one of your runs. He's up in the woods. You get taken out by a deer on one of his runs. You slow down. They might try to fight you, saying they don't think you're a bear.
All right, let's move on. Conor McGregor recently, this last week, was at the VMAs, and he tried to fight Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh my God! Who the hell?
You don't think that was for publicity too, though? Unless I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Nobody's come on and said
it's two white crackers. We don't know. You know, they probably had the same mayonnaise before, and they just beefing over it. Who knows?
I don't know.
Who knows?
I
don't know.
I don't know either.
I saw it though. Conor was bugging. He looked like
Conor threw a drink at him.
First of all, if I'm Machine Gun Kelly, a little bit of pee came out right there. If I'm Machine Gun Kelly and I'm in there, I don't care how fly I'm trying to look. I want all the smoke. A little bit of pee come out. If I see an angry Conor McGregor looking at me, like I'm audibly looking behind me, like, you sure it's me, bro? Like a little bit of pee definitely came out, bro. If you would have checked his pants, a little bit of pee came out. I'm sorry. That's Conor McGregor, bro. You know damn well.
He's fucking you up.
Yeah, he definitely fucking you up. Come on.
Right.
I don't want no smoke. No smoke with Conor, bro. I'd have been like, yo, Papi, it's not me, Papi. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you talk about.
All right.
If I'm Machine Gun Kelly, I start speaking like French, or I'm not who you think I am.
All right. Well, let's move on and get into something a little bit foul, serious. Of course, where does all the fucked up shit happen in New York City the last couple years?
Oh, I mean everywhere. The Bronx, but where?
Go.
Okay, I was
the
gonna say the
Yankees.
Bronx, the boogie down Bronx. The Bronx
Yankees.
is burning, and I ain't talking about fires. I'm talking about STDs.
Yeah, the home of your Yankees.
Wow.
I lost train of thought. So recently, this is terrible, man. A woman was killed. A pregnant woman was murdered by her ex-boyfriend. So she was coming home from her baby shower, and her current boyfriend and her ex-boyfriend were fighting.
Oh God!
And she supposedly tried to get in the middle and break it up, and the guy shot her in her head.
Josh always does this.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Always some depressing.
So the young.
Like, what are you trying to do?
Do
You want me to cry on?
It's just foul. His name is Shanice Young, and the guy that murdered her, his name is Justin Soriano. It happened in the Bronx. I'm reporting it because it's New York news. The thing is,
wait, hold up. So he's Spanish.
His
Go
name
up.
is Soriano.
Is she black?
She is black.
Damn.
Yeah, she's black.
Yeah, this shit got crazy.
I don't know if he's Hispanic or not. His name's Soriano. I guess he might be got
Uptown. Probably hanging out in Dykeman?
The Bronx. I don't know, but what the? Break up with somebody. Move on, man. She's pregnant for the next man already.
She
was coming home from her baby shower, dude.
Yeah, that would be ideal. Unfortunately,
understand,
people are wilding, bro. People are wilding, man.
The baby died, of course.
Oh, I mean, obviously.
Yeah, rest in peace to both of them.
That's sickening, bro.
It's sad, dude.
I'm not gonna do it. You're trying to get me to cry on it, bro. I'm not gonna cry on it.
Either way, man.
I'm not crying.
I hope they give him the chair. They won't. It's New York, so hopefully they give him life without parole. But the thing is, I can't even talk like that because I'm always talking about redemption.
I thought you could still die by lethal injection.
I don't know. I don't think in New York you can.
Actually, we need the professional.
Yeah.
Hey, James, talk to me. Can you still die by lethal injection? Is that still possible?
I don't think they have death
Maybe
penalty.
on the most severe cases.
Nope, not in New York.
I thought lethal injection was still in play.
Nope, not in New York.
Oh, it's
All
just me. I like doing lethal injection.
All right, let's move on to some other news. In Michigan.
Oh, federal. Yes, you see, told you.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, son. Federal court, you get that death penalty,
But this
lethal
is-
injection.
Yeah,
baby.
but this is he ain't going to federal court.
Yo, shout out to James, son. My
Yeah.
man be knowing his shit, son. State no, federal yes.
And in my right now, there's $1 million lawsuit against a Michigan school district after someone cut a man's daughter's hair. 7-year-old father is filing a lawsuit after the teacher's assistant cut his daughter's hair without his permission.
Wait, where's this?
Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Oh, come on. Here we go.
The report states that the constitutional rights of the biracial girl has been violated.
Of course.
Um,
They cut her hair. Why was it? Don't tell me there's another situation.
2
with
days
dreads.
after, all right, in April, the Associated Press, the press that his daughter Janae reported that the student used scissors to cut her hair on the school bus. 2 days after the bus incident and making complaints to the principal, the girl came home with the other side of her hair chopped off. I asked what happened and said, I told you no child should ever cut your hair. Hoffman said at the time she did. She said, but Dad, it was a teacher. Okay.
No, wait, hold on.
There you go. Yes, that's why I wanted to say.
I was just gonna say
That's why
the kid cut half, and then the teacher was trying to
This
look
is
out.
what-
and-
yes.
okay.
This is what I was getting
Okay.
into. This is
All
what I was
right.
getting to. The
All
reason
right.
I brought this up because this morning I was going to get a sandwich, and there were 3 women talking in the store, and they brought the story up, and I was overhearing. I wasn't really. I just remember them saying
He was being a nosy Hispanic.
No, actually, I
Keep it
wasn't.
trill. He's being a nosy
No,
Hispanic.
when you got
Don't
three-
lie.
when you
Don't
got
lie,
3
Josh. It's
women-
in our DNA.
no.
It's in our DNA.
I try to mind my business. But when you got 3 women, I can't believe they cut that little girl's hair. And it's like 7 in the morning. They're screaming at the top of their lungs. Oh, we live in the hood. And they're screaming. I'm like, so I cut a little girl's hair. And they're like, yeah, you believe they. And the father's going to sue them, and I hope he gets every dollar. So I looked into it. I want to know what was it. And I read the headlines, and that's what the headline said. So the reason I brought up the whole story,
Mhm.
is because this is what I mean about things are media driven. So the headline says, man suing school
Clickbait.
for cutting
Yep.
his biracial daughter's hair, seeking $1 million.
That is the
Then you
pure
read-
definition of clickbait.
But I'm saying the headline say that. Oh, and then
No, that's what.
and then
But the headline
Yes.
is what draws the click.
morons
Yeah.
and people that don't actually open up the freaking newspaper see that and they run with it. Now, my opinion, and I'm like 90% sure that Isaac is going to agree with me.
No, actually, I was thinking.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
But the thing is that
No. I will say it's messed up because if you really look into it, the teacher was just trying to look out.
You give my point. You didn't give my point.
Yeah.
As I say, I was going to agree with me. But he said my words. If you Isaac's in education. He's in education. So of course, I think no good deed goes unpunished.
Yep.
I think the hair was messed up. She came and
The
said, you
teacher
know what?
was like, yo, you looking wild. Let me
fix
hook
it.
that
Let me
up.
hook it up.
Let me hook that up.
And
Let
the
me
father said,
give you a fade around. You try to borrow the clippers
Yes.
from Kay and from Ralph. Let me give you a little something. Boom. Hook that shit up.
And now the school's being sued. Do you think they have a chance of winning this case?
The parents or
Parents.
no. No. Because if the details come out, and I'm sure, first of all, he's not going to just do that. He definitely asks, like, do you want me to try to fix it? And the student probably say yes. Now, I'm sure the letter of the law is going to say that you still had to get.
I think they're going to get something. I don't think they're going to get $1 million.
I
First off, I think that teacher.
I think it's a waste of
It's sad.
taxpayer. I think it's a waste of
I think the
taxpayers'
teacher's
money.
going to get suspended, possibly fired.
The people that should get in trouble when they made that kid that was a wrestler cut his dreads
Now, that was
because he
terrible.
couldn't compete in the match.
That was terrible.
That deserves a lawsuit.
But when you read this, that's what you think of. You think, like
when you read the title,
Yeah.
you're thinking, "Oh my God,
exactly.
these racist mother."
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When I was reading it to you, now you already looking at me like, they played themselves. Then you get
Yeah.
into the story, you're like, really?
Yeah,
Like, really?
it's exactly like you said. You can't touch kids. Actually, Joel, you would know that. You little. No, let me stop. But no. Yeah, because they're underage and they didn't get the parents' permission, they're gonna make a whole big ordeal out of it. I hope this shit gets thrown away. It's a joke.
Unfortunately,
it's a joke. Because if you want to be technical, there's a lot of if you want to be technical, you're not even supposed to feed kids. All right, I can't tell you how many times people go into their own pocket, all right, and buy snacks and stuff for the kids because they're hungry, bro. Let's be real. Some of these kids don't want to eat.
That kid ends up getting sick.
Some of these kids don't want to eat school lunch. Exactly.
They're done. They're liable for it.
That's exactly
if
what
a mother says,
Yeah.
I don't want my kid eating, I don't know,
Facts.
chicken, and you give them some chicken nuggets, and
Facts.
I eat chicken nuggets, you're done.
Facts.
That's a terminated. That's a way to get terminated.
It's sad, bro. It's sad. It's unfortunate, but that's just the LGBTQ community. No, let me stop.
Blame it on
That's just the
blame it on
community we live
everything,
in.
blame it on
Exactly.
everything.
Yeah, no, let me stop. We're going to get canceled.
All
I'm
right.
just joking. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Just joking.
Let's end the show on a funny topic. Let's end the show on a 20 topic.
Oh, man.
Pookie, what's good, baby?
I had to drop on one time. Yo, we didn't even get to go over or recap the barbecue because you were so faded, you freaking webasso.
I mean, but I don't know. I can't recap it because I wasn't there.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
gotta bring a guest.
Exactly.
Who was
Thank you. Hold up. Say it again, Josh.
I had. I was there in spirit, man.
Because he wanted to go to his little pink buffet fucking Powerpuff Girl concert. What's wrong with you, bro? Fail. Big fail. He's going to make it up next year. He's going to make it up next year.
I will. All right.
He's going to bring out Ja Rule.
Then I'm gonna tell everybody.
Oh, man.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Gotta bring
man.
out Ja. All right, let's end the story on this. A mom is arrested after boarding school bus fight. 11-year-old she suspected was bullying her child. So a mother in Alabama, 37-year-old woman, she supposedly had footage. She supposedly was warned the school that her daughter was being bullied. And she went onto the bus and attacked the kid that was bullying her child.
Oh,
The
nah.
kid was 11 years
Hold
old.
on, let's clap that up.
Yes.
Let's clap that up. You crazy? I'm all for that, yo.
You gotta see the
Alabama, Bushwick, California.
Word.
Those are just hood rules.
You touch my kid.
Yeah, facts.
You touch my
Facts.
kid. And I tell the school once, listen, something happened to my kid. You better take care of it before I take care of it. If you don't, there's going to be some smoke in the city. So clap it up for that mother.
Yeah, clap it up for mom. Mom said, "Oh, word, who?
Now-
She got on the bus. Which one of these little
Hold up.
bitch?" No, let me
That
stop.
is an action for every reaction.
Yeah.
That is an action for every reaction. If I'm that mother, I'm father. If I'm the parent of the kid that was doing the bullying, and you came in and beat up my kid, you best believe you get out of jail, whatever you do, now it's time for you to come see me. I don't care if my kid was bullying your kid. You touch my kid.
I think I'm
going to
fighting the
come see
parents
you.
too, though.
I'll come
I think
see
I'm
you.
smacking the kid, and then I'm fighting the parents too. Like, oh yeah, you want some
Yeah,
of this?
that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
But I'm just saying. I hope you understand that.
Facts.
You hit a kid.
Facts.
We're making jokes.
I'm sorry.
We're making jokes. But you
Nah, I'm
hit a
not
kid-
making jokes.
No,
My
no,
son is
no,
10 years
no,
old.
I'm not saying
Somebody bullying my kid.
You're a
I'm
big
smacking
dude.
the
This guy
kid,
big.
and then when I see dad, I'm smacking him too.
This is a big man. See, me it's more like even ground because the kid's probably the same height as me, so it's more even ground. But I'm just saying, all jokes aside, even if you don't hit the kid and you go straight for the parents, if you put your hands on another person's kid,
You gotta smack the kid too, though.
you got
Come on,
you gotta make sure
Gotta
you go after
smack
the
the kid,
family. And we're gonna end the note on that.
No.
Hold on.
No.
Today's price
Is.
yesterday's price.
Yeah, our price went down because Josh was fucking
I was
slurring his
big-
words
Yo,
last
my
week.
God.
It's all right, but we're gonna get that price back up.
You got anything else
But,
to say before we get out of here?
Yeah, Joel was saying that he was surprised that we ain't talk about Nicki Minaj because
Oh my
I
God!
want to talk
Who
about that. What you talking about, the
hell
vaccination
yeah,
thing?
but you know
Hold
what?
on, hold on. You know what?
The reason
Hey,
we didn't
clap
talk
that
about it.
up,
Hold on,
hold on.
We
Clap
didn't
that
want to.
up.
We didn't want to tell
You know what?
anybody. We didn't want to tell anybody. But both of our balls got ridiculously swollen, and you just didn't want bad
let me
press
say
out
this,
there.
unforeseen
We didn't want to. We didn't want
shit.
that bad press out there about
Listen,
the vaccine,
I didn't
bro.
wanna
Because
talk-
we're pro-vax,
Yeah,
and
I'm
our
pro-vax too.
balls swelling
I
up.
don't-
We didn't want
again,
anybody to know
I'm
about
gonna say
it.
this one comment, and then I'm not gonna say anything else about it. Isaac can say whatever he wants. I'm pro-vaccination and I'm pro-choice. The only thing I don't agree with is them forcing you to do anything.
I'm glad you're pro-choice because I'm pregnant, Josh.
Not by me, niggas. I don't care. So no matter. So that's the only thing I say. Nicki Minaj, I will say one thing. Nicki bodied that lady because that lady went after her and she had so many skeletons on her. Nicki,
I want all the smoke.
she went after.
I thought it was hilarious that the government took the time in I didn't even know, was it Trinidad Tobago? I don't even remember what the specific country was, but I know that the country actually spent time to do the research to disprove the tweet and the nonsense. Bro, let me tell you, as a society, we got too much time on our hands. Yeah. All right, but I understand why they did it, because they don't want any false BS further stirring the pot more than these Trump supporters are already doing for the vaccine. So, unfortunately, on that note, guys, thankfully my ball swelling did go down. My ball swelling did go down, and I'm okay.
Listen, no more gasolina for Isaac, okay? No more gasolina for Isaac, all right?
Oh, man.
We were an hour late. I'll try to be better next week.
Yeah. Every week Josh says the same shiznit.
You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Josh.
Love to see you. Thank you for tuning in.
Guys, thank you for checking in.
See you next week. Maybe
we
Isaac
love
can
you
be one of
guys.
this. Look how white my lips are.
Yeah, I'll be doing the show by myself next week, guys. All right, it's just gonna be me,
What up,
and I'm gonna
Bush
just
Rick? What
fucking
up,
double the
Brooklyn?
camera, and I'm gonna make myself. I'll just record myself on one camera.
Bye. What up, Bush Rick? What up, Brooklyn?
Guys, peace.
Today's price.
Is
Yesterday's price.
no, it went back up now.
Price went up. Yesterday's price is not today's
It went back
price.
up now because we ain't fucked this episode up.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
What up, Bush Rick? What up, Brooklyn?
Yeah.
You're a liar.
Wow.
She.